Hi YouTubers, so I'm back and I wanted to talk today about collecting and some of the things that I have in my collection. As you can see, my Bella Parker came in. She came in a couple of days ago, but I was really having issues and I don't really like to open my dolls. I'm kind of one of those weird collectors like that. Some of them I will if I just can't help myself. But I had to kind of bust into her package a little bit and try to fix her wonky eye, which I have to admit I was a little stickler about. And I saw some videos about how to fix the eye, and I was trying and trying until I hurt my thumb, and I thought it was almost going to hurt her. And so I really didn't want to pursue it any further. And I know that this is an issue that MGA is having with their dolls, but I didn't want to run the risk of hurting her. And I was just so happy to have her that I really didn't want to mess with her anymore. But I can be a stickler for those kinds of things and a perfectionist when it comes to my dolls. But I love her and I think I'm going to leave her so. That's not to say that I don't take out my dolls. There are a lot of dolls that I do take out and I do play with. But as far as my Rainbow High set, I've just kind of been leaving them in their packaging because it's just easier for me to stack and store them. I have so many dolls and I'm really kind of like embarrassed to say that I don't always take them out of the packaging because I always think I'm going to get to it. And I don't really. I just admire them. Um, these are a couple of dolls that I've had, for some length of time, and I just never post them or show them. That creator world has been around for a while. This is another case in point, like my Monster High collection. Um, some of you may be surprised to know that I have like basically all of wave one still in their box. They might not be mint because, I stack them on top of each other. I, sometimes just store them on top of each other in not a really nice way. So their boxes and their cellophane can sometimes be crushed or dented. But this is just one of the packages that I have that I just happen to have close at hand. That, like I say, I've had since it came out. There's a Toys R Us exclusive tag on there. I just never really got around to taking them out. And I think the reason being is my daughter, at the time that I was collecting Monster High, she was really just a little girl and she was getting into that as well. And rather than have her play with my dolls and, bugging me or trying to secretly open up my doll boxes, I would get her own dolls, her own Monster High dolls. And so I would kind of live through opening up her dolls with her while still being able to keep the majority of mine still mint in their box. So like I say, the majority of mine are all still mint in their box. I have all of the Comic-Con, the whole set of the Comic-Con. And I'm very happy to say that I was very fortunate yesterday, Friday the 13th, Claudine and Nine put out a video stating that they were going to re-release her for Friday the 13th, and that was Pennywise It, the monster creation, the Mattel creator creations or Mattel creator. I don't know exactly what it is, but I was able to get her on Amazon for regular price. And I was so happy about that. I'm still looking for the Grady twins. I'm still going to be like diligent about looking for them. But this is just like a small little bite of a really embarrassing collection. I hate to say it. My attic is filled with vintage. I have all of the Barbie, the Rockstar series, the Andy Warhol, I can go on and on along with my vintage ones and things like that. But I just thought I'd give you a little sneak peek as I go into another box here of a different type of doll. Also, this is something kind of embarrassing too. I've had sitting around for a while. This is my Cabbage Patch Soft Sculpt that I have not even taken out of her bag or anything because I don't want to get her dirty or full of lint or anything like that. But poor thing, she's been sitting around for some time. And she's so darling. Her name is Opal, I believe. Opal. Yeah, Opal Ileana. And she's got a little Calvin Klein dress on. She just came so beautiful. She's all minty mint from Babyland Cabbage Patch, little baby farm there that they do. She's got her long, thick black yarn ponies. And, you know, I was a brunette back in the day myself, and so I'm really kind of beholden to the black hair brunette dolls. I was really tempted to get the brunette #1 reproduction, but I have some other variations of her, and I have another one very similar brunette coming hopefully soon. Aside from that, there is something else in my collection. Let me see if I can do this carefully because I've had her in storage for some time. I used to do a lot of play with her. And this is my Volks Super Dolphy that I ordered from Japan many moons ago. And she is like my gorgeous, gorgeous, probably most expensive Dolphy Bjds that I have in my collection. She, sorry about this, my camera's a little crazy, but anyway, that's her, that's my Cindy, and I was just so happy to get her. I might have to wait to get to her in a minute. Sorry about that, that's my Japan shipping label there. But anyway, she's enormous. She's just huge. And getting this thing through customs, I'm sure, was crazy. But I may have to get to her in just a second. She's so super heavy. All right. This is another reason why I wanted to post this and show the varying degrees of my collecting here. I have to say that this one is old. I do have a lot of older dolls in my collection. She came from an auction house, and I've met various ball-jointed doll artists in this type of fashion, not necessarily the BJD beauties that we know today, but look at this antique gal here. Let me see if I can do this without hurting her in any way. You know, this is a story where the mom, who was a doll collector and had an unbelievable collection of German Bisque dolls, German antique restored dolls from the 1800s. She passed away, and her daughters have been, you know, going through her collection and parting with some of her belongings. And I was fortunate enough to get this beauty here with her German Bisque face, human hair lashes. She's just beautiful. Sleep eyes. Just look at this gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful girl with her pin tuck and her old-fashioned shoes. She's got composition hands that are in great condition. She's just beautiful. She's just absolutely dreamy, you know. No chipping or anything, just old paint, things of that nature. Her body's in really good condition. Her legs, her knees, her joints. She's strung a little tight, so she does have a little bit of a kicky leg or want to stay in a bent leg position, which is totally okay with me. You know, I don't necessarily need to have her standing. She's got a gorgeous French bonnet and these beautiful curls. I love her, and as I say, I don't want to lose her wig there, but she is a doll that probably I will not be displaying as I don't have a glass case set up, and I do have a lot of my Bisque porcelain dolls hiding in my upstairs hoarder attic, which I always say that I'm going to make into a doll room. But at this point, I'm going to need more like a doll barn because I just have way beyond. I mean, Barbie's like, I don't want to sound crazy, but like in the thousands. Mostly every single Monster High doll that ever came out. I think with the exception of the little brothers and sisters when they started to go there, and the forest fairies or whatever those offshoots were, but it's pretty much true to the original line of Monster High. I have them all, including all of the Comic-Con ones. So maybe one day, if I can get any volunteers to come over and help me and sort through every single Monster High box. And loose, I have my fair share of loose Monster High dolls as well. Like I said, when my daughter was collecting, we were getting duplicates of those as well. And I have a box somewhere filled with those. Not to mention the Create-A-Monsters and the different ones that came with that. And just a lot. So anyway, Bella Parker. Ooh, also, yeah, I've got more stuff coming down the pike. So I'm sorry that I kind of tend to do these videos where like I lump everybody all together, but sometimes I'm kind of scattered like that. And I know that if I don't do it in this kind of a way, it would be really hard for me to just be making videos and showing off my collection, which is really kind of a crazy collection. Like it's so varied, and that's why I think that it's just grown to be so really overwhelming, is because I collect what I love, and that tends to be varied and really, really crazy. I was going to try to open up my Super Dolphy, my Big Beautiful BJD from Japan, but I have others as well. I have like a couple of other Volks BJDs, Volks Dolphys. I have pull-ups and Blythes, and oh yeah. So I'm one of those collectors that I have just about everything that you can imagine. Big Eye dolls, vintage dolls, Kmart dolls, Squeaks, little Kittles, and it can be overwhelming sometimes because I just want to display everything and it's impossible. But anywho, maybe sometime I will be able to do that. But this is just a really small little snippet of a very, very varied collection of dolls. I love her big fat face too. And her little shoes. She's just dressed for the holidays. She's darling. But anyway, I'm so happy to have this gorgeous beauty. Human hair lashes. Gorgeous bisque face. She is a Goebel, or yeah, I believe it's a Goebel head. Her gorgeous antique shoes. I mean, she's just done so beautifully, and I love her so much. And as far as her mommy, her original mommy, I'm hoping that she knows that her baby made it into safe hands, into a home that's going to love her and appreciate her. And, you know, that's all that we can hope for as doll collectors. That maybe someday, you know, my kids are not going to feel burdened or overwhelmed with my doll collection that I'm going to eventually leave to them. But that they appreciate the love and the joy that it brought me, know the value of it, and, you know, perhaps create a museum, or if they do ever auction off my dolls or sell them off, I pray that they also fall into the hands of people who love and appreciate them. So from a dolly perspective, they're loved, they're wanted, and if I could, I'd just have a big barn, a big, huge, maybe a loft, a doll gallery. I would love that. I would love to put together all my dolls and have them in just one giant space where I can love and admire them. But until then, unfortunately, a lot of them, they stay in their boxes. They get packed up and put away, except for some that I just can't help myself and I have to touch and handle. These gals right here, you know, they've come to me by way of a giving or getting from someone else. You know, these Mikos, they're just so fun, and they have the original grass skirts, and you know, I try my best to really love and appreciate what I have. And even being a varied collection, like I say, everyone has got their place in my heart. So I hope all of you are going to enjoy your Saturday. Have a good day. And more dollies coming. Always more dollies coming. So thank you. And I can't wait. I'm so happy that I got my Pennywise, my Monster High Pennywise coming. And I'll just keep on the doll hunt. Hope you guys find some goodies and find something that brings you joy. Okay? And love you all. Blessings. Bye.